So what's important to keep in mind when selecting your measurement sample? What really depends. Are you making is the are we trying to make efforts to make inferences at the individual level or aggregate level? At the individual level, obviously we want to identify individuals with special needs that need assessment of some kind. When it comes to the aggregate level and we're trying to make inferences to certain special populations, then it really requires us to be very critical in defining what Cronbach called the universe of generalization. That is, who are you specifically trying to make inferences about? Is it, and these are considerations we have to think about, things such as age, ethnicity, nationality, type of instruction received, type of accommodations received. All of these things are critical considerations. And so it really requires you as a practitioner to be able to define that in a very clear manner, and from there to be able to sample. And one of the biggest challenges we have in getting good samples once we operationally define that population is to not rely purely on convenient sampling. That is sampling in which you're able just to get from a teacher you may know or an administrator you may know at a particular school to truly be um, generalizable to the population of interest. It requires that you're able to sample at the appropriate unit of analysis, which may be very um, heterogeneous in the population that you're interested in. So that is a major challenge. In addition to that, thinking about sample size is a big concern. Obviously, the bigger the sample, the better. However, we know that there are a number of practical constraints that have to be considered, such as time, money, getting into the classroom, taking away students from their instruction. So these things have to be weighed critically by the practitioners.